Did you hear from the
Laura's not gonna be here for sure, but then, she's a mortar specialist.
Blonde girl. Sent the
Yeah, Earl declined the message out of the invitation.
it's probably found, I'm not sure.
Right.
Makes a difference, but the Motor Avenue Street car show. I didn't see it listed, but maybe. That's why.
Oh, Jeff's name. That wasn't on. But it wasn't on our working line.
I remember it because 99 people came into the museum, so we had a good event.
Okay, well,
No, I just, it doesn't make any difference. I'm just
I
letting
think
you know.
that's where.
so that was June, yeah.
And that's what council would like to hear, I'm sure, it's.
Well, that Motor Avenue, there was activity, came in the
Yeah.
museum, had good attendance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we? We're shooting.
Okay, hello, everyone. Welcome to our meeting. I hope you had a great summer. We're kind of meeting after all the summer festivities have passed. We took a little break there for all of our big events. So I hope you had just a wonderful summer. The weather's been so great. And thank you for being back here. You know, fall is in the air a little bit. And we're kicking right off with the Joint Commission meeting. It's a month earlier. Every year it seems to get a month earlier. So it's such an important meeting because we have the full audience of city council, just us and city council. And everyone did such an amazing job. I know you remember last year, everyone spoke so eloquently and with such passion, used their own words. And so we're at that point again. So I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention that it's the 23rd of September at 7 p.m. And I'd just like to go around. I put together talking points, which we will practice, and I took the liberty of putting people's names there, but of course, there's no pressure. You do not have to talk, or you can say you want to talk about something else. But I'd first like to go around and have you tell me if you can attend. So Emily, can you attend the Joint Commission meeting on the 23rd?
Yep, I will be there.
Okay, thank you. And Adriana, you're a maybe?
Yeah, maybe I don't want to commit with the little one, so.
Got it. Thank you. I understand. Lua, are you able to attend the matriarch of Asia Pacific Island population? Are you able to attend?
Is it Monday, the 23rd?
Correct, at 7 p.m.
At 07? Sure.
Thank you. You give us clout, you know.
Yeah, right.
Shauna
Yes, I'll be there.
and Phil, you're a no, and Lonnie.
Yes.
Flying back.
Okay, wonderful. Well, let's just go through, every year we have to do a work plan and then talk about our accomplishments. So it's really a lovely time if you think about it. We get to go back through and talk about all the great things we did this year. So it starts with Earl, talking about the progress of the signal box installations, of which we have 10 being installed. And I'll just tell you what the update is they're in progress. The print shop did an estimate on all the boxes. They went out and measured all the boxes. And then they created a template for each of the boxes, which really takes a lot of time. And they just finished those last week. And just before this meeting, I mailed them all out to the artists so they can really, there's nothing preventing them now from putting them up very soon. And then we'll have 10 boxes. And I was just doing the budget on that, and it's roughly $22,500, maybe a little bit more. Some of the boxes were triples, and some of the boxes were two big boxes. We were paying $700 for the big box and $400 for the small box. And that leaves, I believe we have 35,000 in the budget, so that leaves $10,000. So we can talk about that. All right, so that's that. And then the next item is for Emily to present, and that's the rotating art. That was perfect for you, Emily. Well, usually you do the introduction because you're the chair, and then everyone introduces themselves and says how long they've been on the Arts Commission, which I can print that back up. But we all knew, I handed that out last year, so Nikki, maybe you can help me remember to do that.
Yeah.
But that's always
How long
pretty
has it been?
impressive. Yeah, it's always quite impressive. We have a lot of longevity.
Hey, Sally.
Oh, Sophie's here.
Yeah, I've been here, but you can't see us. Daryl and I are both here. But we're not in Tacoma because I had to go to get a dental procedure and he drove me. So we're going to be silent but listening.
Okay, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
We have a joint commission meeting the 23rd of this month at 7 p.m. and I gave everyone talking points. And I have you and Daryl talking about the fiesta. I wanted to get confirmation that you'll be there and you're okay with doing that.
Yes. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so, oh, you're also talking about the MLK video.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Emily, I put on this sheet, who the artists were for the rotating art.
Yep.
Ron Snowden, you may want to know, oh, I definitely want you to use your own words, but Ron Snowden got the biggest turnout. You know, he is the most well-known artist. He has 4 pages on his resume of awards. And so that was just a wonderful artist to kick off with. And then, of course, the Pierce College Faculty Show, which was just a great partnership. So you can just talk about our strong partnership and
Yep.
that the students are going to be there 4th quarter. And during this meeting, we need to set the reception date for that. And then Sylvie and Lori are doing their program called Souls and Stories, 3rd quarter. So their reception will be the week before, the Monday before. Next Monday is their reception. So you'll be able to talk freshly about that. Okay. And then we've got Sylvie talking about the MLK video. And Sylvie, of course, you made it. You could talk about the theme and the success of that. You may want to mention that this year we're combining it with the Welcome Walk, and it's going to be the Welcome Walk, the MLK Welcome Walk for our beloved community. For any of you who don't know that, that's what we're doing. We have a keynote speaker whose mentor was MLK's speechwriter. And then we're going to follow up with 3 workshops in the community. So leaders in the community can implement the 20 traits of a beloved community, MLK's 20 traits of a beloved community in their own community. And Dr. John Scott is
Picking
going
you
to
up.
be.
Okay. Yep, I see it. Thank you.
Okay. Will you give me a write-up on that?
I can, sure.
Okay. Thank you.
And that's January 11th for anyone who wants to really be involved with that. We are looking for, I'm digressing, but we are looking, and Lua, this is good for you to know too. We're looking for names of leaders who may want to participate in those workshops. Or those people who may want to learn more about the 20 traits of a beloved community and then implement it in their own city or their own town. But we're looking for 75 leaders to attend the workshop. Moving on to Susan Warner. I was gonna have her speak to the ongoing education we did with Fariko, the artist, who came and spoke about his salient points were really about how arts commissions and city council members can work best with artists so that they can produce their best work. And then I was gonna have I'm switching this to you, Lonnie, to talk about the summer concerts. You're perfect because it's in coordination with the farmers market. Just that we have it coincide and you know firsthand that the vendors do better. And you can talk about the pop who came and how many we had.
And I like dancing to
And
those
you
bands.
are the dancing queen. Of course, I can't believe I didn't have your name on there first. What was I thinking?
I just don't get as much time to dance at them as I would like to. Yeah, no, I'm happy to do that.
Actually, since Sylvie spoke, well, Sylvie, you could chime in on this one, but Daryl, I was gonna have you and Laura Martinez.
that-
Both
that
really
workshop?
well.
I want you to make
look,
sure I get a list of all who are.
We can't hear you because somebody else is talking.
There we go. Okay, Nikki muted. Lua, you were. It's okay, Lua. We're all multitasking. So I was going to have Sylvie, Daryl, and Laura Martinez, since you were all intricately involved with the Fiesta de la Familia, talk about the event, particularly the art show, to tie it in with the Arts Commission, the Salon d'Arte art show. And that there were 9 artists and they were given prizes. Our sponsor, Twin Star Credit Union, gave cash awards for first, second, and third prize. And Sylvie, I thought you could talk about the Tree of Life and the meaning of that and what people, how they interacted with that. It was beautiful. Thank you. It was just gorgeous.
It's actually the community roots tree because the Tree of Life is something entirely different, which we don't want to depict.
Community roots tree. Okay. And so it was spectacular. You're a wonderful artist. And then we had the community ofrenda, and so many people brought photos and wrote the most touching notes to their loved ones and left it at the community ofrenda. We also had our first ever children's parade led off by the mariachi band, and it was just spectacular. And we also had the Mexican dancing horses for the first time, thanks to Sylvie, and they were so professional. It was just really a fabulous event. Shauna was there, right?
Yes.
Do you want to mention the Katrina puppets too?
Oh,
That
and
we
the
had
Katrina puppets.
additional Katrina puppets.
Right. So Daryl, we'll have you also mention that we had additional 12-foot tall Katrina puppets that artists were paid to create. And the city owns those now. I wanted to bring Mauritius is on wheels, and I thought we could keep it here as a permanent installation because it's. Did you see
fun.
it?
Yeah.
Was right at the end.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
And so the children's parade. So I'll add those bullet points. Yeah, so much, many more people than last year, very successful. And then I'll speak to the fact that we have an annual retreat. We haven't organized this year's retreat. Typically it's in October, so coming up fast. And then Lua and Shauna, I thought you could speak to the Christmas parade, the holiday parade of lights. It's actually called Holiday Parade of Lights. because Louis, you were in it, and Shauna, were you in it or watching it? You were in it. Oh, yeah, oh, of
Yes,
course.
you
You won the
Like
last,
every year.
like, every year. So you're both in it, so you can just speak to,
Can
And
I,
it was raining like crazy.
oh my God. I know.
can I reach out to you later for some numbers, maybe of like participants and stuff? So
Yeah,
additional talking. points?
yeah, sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, we all definitely felt like it was the biggest parade last year in terms of just,
Turnout.
yeah, turnout, you know, even with the rain, Lua, you're right. I mean, of course, the
Right.
rain happened to stop like right when the parade started.
Yeah.
Not so good for
I would
queuing up,
just say
but-
there were thousands of people. We
Yeah.
all felt it was our biggest participation yet. We don't have to get into exact numbers.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted a number of participants that.
But we could do
We
the
could
number of
probably look that up
floats.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be nice.
And speaking of which, right now we have an updated parade application form. I emailed it out to last year's participants. The date's December 7th. And did you get that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're already in production on their float.
But if anyone's in the Rotaries, the different Rotary clubs, if you could do a plug for it, we're always, it'd be nice to have new people, new organizations. Come.
Yeah, I'm in the Rotary. I can promote.
Thank
and
you.
just for our team here, APCC cannot. We have a luau, a holiday luau on the same day. So,
We're so sad.
That's
we
bummer.
feel bad. We feel, yeah, we want to be there.
I know, you're stretched thin. We need to clone APCC.
Well, it's the same people involved in the luau because that's the culture program.
Right.
So the are the ones that do the parade. Yeah.
All right.
But we're still trying to figure it out. We're still trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. And so that's it. And then Emily and Earl, I was gonna have you go through the work plan. Emily, probably mostly you for 2020. Oh, that should say 2025.
No, it's actually this current year's work plan.
It's a proposed 2025. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of what we just talked about.
So it's just to match that your goals, all the accomplishments met the goals
Okay.
for this year.
So then so we haven't talked about a mural installation then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, that wasn't really on the docket for this year, so. Or was it?
It was on the original work plan that we included
Yeah,
in
I
January.
thought so. Mary was saying it wasn't, but I was like,
I don't think they
So-
budgeted funds. That was a problem.
but the thing is, we actually do have money in the budget. Because we have, if the signal boxes are 22.5 and we've got 35 in the budget.
That's for the next, the upcoming.
Did we have 30 this year? What did we have? I think we did. Every year we have right around 30 or 35. So anyways, Emily, let me just go through this. Maybe everyone can go through this, make sure this is correct. Okay.
So what I see that is not in that upper section is we haven't addressed the mural installation. We haven't addressed recruitment and retention, but that's kind of ongoing. I
Yeah.
don't know what you say about that other than we
Yeah,
just
don't
want to
think we
get,
have to.
we like to get good people on our team. And then
I
obviously
think
we're attending the joint commission meeting. That's where we're gonna be there.
So I guess the jazz night and car show needs to
Yeah,
be added.
that one could be added.
And is the fiesta on here? Yeah. So Emily, for recruitment and retention, I would just speak to the longevity of our members, which it's really amazing and wonderful to have the longevity. It feels like we're a family and we work so well together and we've become so cohesive as a team. So you can just talk about that. I think that speaks volumes, just having the
Yeah.
longevity. It means like, I think there's a lot of satisfaction when we actually accomplish something, and with the signal boxes and the public art and the murals, we've really been accomplishing a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that excitement keeps everyone, keeps everyone going.
Mhm. Okay.
So, for the mural, okay, so does anyone have any questions on that? I'll send out, for those who asked for more information, I'll send that information out. Okay, so, we're gonna move on, Emily, to unfinished business. Well, yeah, let's do unfinished business, B, the third quarter art show. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, Emily, you can do the approval of the minutes. Sorry, I just jumped ahead.
Oh, approval of minutes from our last meeting?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
you.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the minutes from our June meeting?
I motion to approve.
I second.
Thank you. Meeting minutes for our June meeting are approved.
Okay, so, and then sorry, I'm just gonna, is that good? Then okay. So under new business, I had the joint commission meeting, which we did, and then I had the mural. So I will just speak to that a little bit. I would love to see a mural, and Mary said we could do a mural on the barn at Fort Steilacoom Park. And we had mentioned in the last meeting doing one around beloved community, because we're gonna have this beloved community walk there. So if we were to do that this year or get it going, we need to follow a very specific process for city council on how we select the artist. Because it's MLK's speech, beloved community speech. We have a couple artists who depict African American individuals in their art. One is Rodney King, who is doing we selected, so we have vetted this artist. He's selected to do 3 signal boxes, and he's doing a show here for first quarter 2025. January 13th will be his art show to coincide with the MLK event. So some thoughts are, what if we look at artists we've already vetted, such that specialize in African American art? So that would be Rodney King, Lori Davenport, who's showing right now, who has this amazing art here. And while she's a Caucasian woman, she's her art, she's really passionate about the voice of African American people. And so that is what is depicted in her art. And so she's vetted and has been selected by the Arts Commission to do signal box art. So the question is, do we want to pick an artist that's already vetted and or on the mural roster and was approved in our last round, but maybe didn't get selected, maybe in the top 5, who specialize in this type of art, who we could really see doing a beloved community mural, like we think that their style fits. We just have to really follow a process, say, okay, we're artists we already vetted, either for signal boxes or for who are on the public art mural roster. And we're gonna pick X number and then whittle it down. But if we're doing it this year, we need to be really, really efficient. If we were just to do an open call, I think that would take a really long time. And I feel like, and maybe you feel this way too, we already have a handful of vetted artists who are amazing. One of them, I wasn't Rodney that the farmer's market. He called it the Black Farmer's Market, with 3 women, you know, African-American women holding these bright colored flowers. And, you know, some of these could just already lend themselves very well. Lori Davenport, who's showing right now, said it's a lifelong dream to do a mural. And that really stuck with me too, because her work's so incredible.
She's got the great one with somebody carrying the black woman with the blue flower, or the blue woman with the flowers.
Yes.
And that kind of ties into like the fact that the farmer's market is there at the, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Mauricio could be an interesting choice too, potentially, you know? Yeah.
This is a little more, feels more Native American.
Mm.
Sylvie,
Yes, sorry.
did you have something to say about the mural selection, mural
Oh.
artists?
Well, what I was gonna ask was, does the mural artist have to be somebody that paints murals, or can it just be their art and then we have to contract for somebody else to paint it?
No, the artist would paint the art.
Oh, wow.
So if Lori were selected, she would paint, but she wants to. Lori
Oh, she
Davenport.
does?
I don't
Oh,
know
cool.
if you heard that. She said it was her dream to do a mural.
Oh, well, I love her art, so you know that. That'd be cool. Thank
So
you.
we'd have to take that into consideration, making sure they would have the time to
Mhm.
do that and be interested in painting a new piece.
Yeah, or hire
So like have a
their
backup,
team or however they would
right?
execute it, you know?
Yeah, so have a backup if our first choice isn't available to do that commitment.
I think we have a great number of artists that we've already looked at that I think would be awesome for a mural selection. So I think I'm more in favor of pulling from that group rather than putting out another open call.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
agree. I agree too.
Yeah.
So does Daryl.
Okay, so for a process, the artists that were in favor of an artist that's already been vetted for various other public art, and or who we already looked at who was on one of the 2 public mural art rosters. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, they're really adamant that we stick with the process that's in our public art policy plan. And we said there were 3 ways we could do a call. We could use the public art roster. We could have individual names put in by art commission members. So like we did for the last mural when Sylvie recommended her. So we know we're looking at Rodney King. We know we're looking at Lori Davenport. Are there any other artists? And I know I'm just really putting you on the spot here a little bit, but we can always go back through the signal boxes and the mural art, which I'll bring to the next meeting, the public art roster. But is there anyone else that you feel like would really speak to the beloved community concept, MLK's beloved community concept, along with, you know, the fact that we do have the farmer's market, that's bringing together community. Those 2 themes really go nicely together.
What about Perico? Perico?
Perico, the artist was an original possibility in my mind. I would put it back. The city council just doesn't want any. There's some things he does that I think they would question, like with the big marks on the forehead, but we could certainly, he spoke, so Perico, you'll remember, spoke to us. So you saw his art. What does everyone think? We could certainly put them in the pool. So what we would probably do is ask, let's say we get 4 artists, we would ask them to submit 2 concepts to us. It could be an existing piece of artwork or a new piece. For example, if we really, or we could tell them we
That's a good
really
idea.
like this signal box, we would accept that as one of your concepts.
Mhm.
And then we could see what Rico has for us. But we already kind of did mention it to him, so it's probably a good idea.
Might be, yeah, and that,
He was pretty impressive.
yeah, and hopefully the artists are gonna pay attention that it's,
Yeah.
visible to a playground. It's a family,
Uh-huh.
it's a family-based location. So
Family setting, right?
hopefully they will use some judgment on that.
To have really good judgment as far
Well, and
Mhm.
also just as a reminder, I'm just looking at his Instagram right now. He did a piece for a union and it's just of like union members, things like that, very community based. So I feel like he would make sure that whatever he does resonates with our community and what that space,
Thank you. Okay, I love that feedback. Thank you so much. Is that, so Rodney, Lori, Pariko, the artist, those are 3 really strong artists. Do we want to pull more people in or is that enough? We need to measure this wall because Pariko was saying for, I think, $6,000 or $7,000. He
Thought
could
it
do
was
a
about
mural.
the size of this, yeah.
So we'll measure that, and then take a picture of the barn. And I think the next step is I would double check with Mary that this is okay. I'd have to write up the process that we have selected these artists. Because they've either produced work for us or they're on the mural, Rico's on the mural art list for Seattle. And then we'd have them submit 2 concepts.
I like that idea.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, I like that idea. So it gives us 6 concepts total, so we're not going back and forth through 30 different, options.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we are sticking with just vetted artists that have already done signal boxes. Is that what we decided?
No, Pariko, the artist, has not done a signal box. He spoke. Were you here when he spoke to us for the ongoing education piece in June?
I can't
was our-
remember.
He was
Probably.
our guest speaker in June.
Well, okay. Well, Daryl just said that he would like Dion Bonner considered.
And who is that?
Go ahead.
Hi, Sally. She's a Tacoma artist who we saw at the Tacoma Arts Live exhibits. Mauricio has recommended her, and I'm going to go ahead and send you her in a text. I'm going to send you her bio and website, if that's okay.
Okay, and does she specialize in any particular type of art?
All manners. She does murals. She does portraits. She does multimedia.
It's mostly multicultural from what we can see, like mostly people of color.
Do you know if she's on the public art list, public art roster?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not
Guessing if
sure, but she's been prolific in Tacoma. I don't know if that's outside of our circle, but I think she'd be worth considering.
If she was on Tacoma Arts Live, it's pretty likely she's on the roster, I would think.
Okay, I'll check. It kind of makes it easier to say to city council, we followed the process of selecting artists on the roster or who we've vetted and paid to do artwork. So I'll absolutely do that. And I don't want to move it is close to the end of the year. So I do like to be spontaneous, but I also don't want anyone to come back and say, well, this artist didn't get a chance, that artist didn't get a chance. So, how is everyone feeling?
Great.
Yeah.
I think it's a good group.
Okay, so we have four artists that we're looking at. I'm not gonna reach out to them until the next step is I'll write up what the process is that we're looking at. I'll run it by Mary. I'll solidify our budget, what we have left in the budget. And then we'll proceed from there, okay? But if it all looks good to go, I would then let you know via email that I'm reaching out to the artists with the measurements and to see how soon they could come with concepts that would probably be, gosh, well, hopefully for our October meeting, that would give them a couple, maybe 3 weeks of dry weather, but they could also implement it in in 2025. We could select them if worse came to worse.
Which barn is it?
It's the barn, if you're at the playground, looking towards the dog park. It's the first barn after the playground.
Okay.
And it would face the playground. It'd be on the side facing the playground. So everyone who drives in would see it as they're coming in, or if they're parked at the playground, or if they're parked to go to the farmer's market, if they look left, they'd see it. And I'll take pictures and send it out to everyone.
It's a very big, highly visible wall.
Yes, it is.
And it's one of the barns on that it doesn't have any windows on the sides.
Yeah.
So it's
Space.
a big showcase wall, basically.
Okay, wonderful. That's fun. What's next, Emily?
I didn't get an agenda.
Oh, you know what it is? Well, it's a reminder that Sylvie and Lori have their art show this coming Monday, the 16th from 5 to 7.
Yep, I have that in my notes.
So everyone, please come support Sylvie.
And not just,
Oh.
no, not support all the great people that are on the wall, and three arts commission people are on the wall. Lua, Phil, and Daryl.
Yeah. So Lua, maybe you can tell your organization that you're being highlighted at this at this reception.
Thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome.
Sylvie, why don't you say who all is being highlighted from the Arts Commission?
It's historical Phil Rashke.
Woo, Phil! You gotta bring that.
I was moved from the post office.
Did you tell the Historical Society and put it out?
Yes, I.
Okay.
Lua Pritchard, amazing Lua Pritchard.
Oh, boy.
And
Oh.
overall great fella Daryl Owens.
Yes.
Daryl, oh my gosh.
Oh, and Parks and, well, he's not on the commission, but our Parks guy Scott.
Oh,
Sweetheart.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So since your story's there, it'd be really nice if you could stand next to your picture, Lua, and tell people, answer any questions and sign autographs.
Oh, my Lord.
Lua, wear the crown.
Oh, those things.
Lua,
Yeah.
wear a crown because you're the queen.
Ah. Oh, my Lord.
We'll have a special queen's chair there for you.
I'm gonna get you, Sylvie, for this. I'm gonna get
I love you, Lua.
Bring your 35 children.
Oh,
Oh, geez.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
Poppy will come with me to this one.
Oh, fun.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, she's a staple.
We like Miss Poppy.
Okay, and then moving on to our fourth quarter art show. We really need to coordinate. So end of September, Sylvie and Lori will be taking their art down. That's coming right up, Emily. So I don't know who is coordinating the student art show, but they'll want to come in right October 1 and set
Yeah.
up.
And you had thought the reception is, you had thought October 21st was a good date? Is that correct? Do I have the right date in my head?
It's been so long. I can't remember what I threw out to you, but I threw out a couple of dates and, that's, I just didn't want to get into Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah. Yep. No, I have the date of October 21st stuck in my head for that. So I can go back and look too, but yes, I will work on gathering together the faculty to let them know the timeline.
Okay, yeah, we really need a confirmation of the reception because of course we want them there.
Boom.
And then,
Right.
do you know who's in charge of helping the students set up?
Yeah, it will most likely be Dave Rollholt, who showed his art in the faculty show.
How can I help in any way to assist in ensuring this all happens?
A lot of the problem over the summer is that most faculty are off contract.
Yeah,
But
I know.
they are now all coming back officially on contract. So they'll be like answering email and things like that. But I think what I might do is I'll talk to the dean of his department and try to see if I can get his cell number. I might actually have it in an old email, but that might get us a quicker response than his Pierce email. So
Okay.
but I will, yeah, I have that on my to-do list, so I can definitely let you know.
Okay, great. And then Sylvie, do you want to pick a date to take down your art? I guess you could do it on by the 30th, and then they could come in on the 1st.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. Okay. And then, I think that's all we had. The next meeting's October 7th. So it'll be kind of a quick turnaround, but, next week's the art reception, the following week's the joint commission meeting. Then we'll have a little break and then at our next meeting. It'd be super fun to get a mural going. So thank you, everyone. Does anyone else have anything for the good of the order?
Do you mind if I just throw something out there for our retreat, like an idea that I had?
Oh, I'd love that.
I just figured it's an election year and, art can oftentimes get political. And I didn't know if there was something we could do around that, politics and art or something like that.
Oh. Okay, what does everyone think?
And I know we sort of, with the sculpture process, then we dealt with a little bit of that a year or two ago. So I don't know, I just thought that might be a timely topic, but.
What do you think about that wonderful gentleman who had us making stuff and up on the 2nd floor?
I thought he was.
Oh, Tyler from
Yeah.
the UW.
What do you think about having him talk on that topic and just kind of making that retreat? It's coming up so soon. We should let's look at our calendars.
Hey, Sally, I also
Yeah.
saw the painting guy and he said he was open to having us do another class of painting.
That's always fun.
With wine, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We can bleep that out of it.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
Okay, so we've got an art reception. Usually we do a Monday and and that's kind of our meeting. We could do November 4th. Which would be, our meeting night. Does that work for people?
Yes.
I feel like October's so rushed.
Yeah, I think that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Okay, I'll reach out to Susan.
See if we can. Yeah, you're thinking Lake Wold Gardens again, if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm hearing Tyler, I'm hearing some painting. What fun elements does everyone like to have at the retreat? What kind of food? What kind of?
Maybe we should think about painting our own canvas mural for putting up at events, Arts Commission.
I think that that's great for those who are good at art. I guess it could be like a comedy.
No, we could all work together.
Phil, what do you think? Are you gonna
happy
be on a
here the
cruise?
4th,
You're gonna
so
be on a
you
cruise.
endure my artistic endeavors.
Can I come with you? No.
Yes, yeah.
Adriana,
Trouble
what
with
are your thoughts? What do you like to see in a retreat?
I'm indifferent. I just like to show up and hang out with everyone. So like,
I know, it
it's
is
just an
so
opportunity
social.
for us to all spend time together.
Yeah, just socializing.
Just
Yeah, and
socializing.
I mean,
yeah.
but I like the
agree.
other elements. I did enjoy the painting, but I do like Emily's suggestion of having someone come and speak. Is that what I'm understanding you're thinking? Especially as we're vetting different artists and various types of artwork, it's always nice just to get a different perspective on how we should be approaching certain like sensitive what could be sensitive topics that are like portrayed in art, and figuring out how that also conveys what type of message we're sending to the community, things like that. So I like that idea too, but I also like the painting, so that was fun.
Could we do a speaker and painting at
What does the
Lake Weld again?
future of art look like? I mean, I've been around some young people who are talking about animations and they create their own symphonies, electronically.
Mhm.
What does the future of art look like?
I love that.
Cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, so the nice thing about Tyler is he did have us do artwork that related to his talk. It's not just the painting though, Sylvie, so maybe we need a couple. Maybe we need a Christmas social where we just paint and bleep.
Can we do it at Lake Weld again? Even
Yeah.
if it's a speaker?
This Tyler spoke last time in Lake Weld,
Mhm.
and we did the and yeah, he spoke and
Mhm.
I liked how last retreat it was, we did that whole sort of fun, everybody submitted a piece of art from their house and then we tried to guess whose it was. Like I thought that was a really cool way to kind of get to know more about each other. But then we also like had, a lecture and then there was also he had us do an activity. So it was just a really nice mix of different things going on, which was fun.
That was fun.
It was a nice
And
event.
then Sally, if instead of us doing a potluck, we could do a taste of Asia. We could teach you all a recipe from any of the Asia Pacific nations and then eat it after.
I love that idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this is turning into a day-long retreat, which I would love.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's supposed to be a longer retreat.
How much time do people want and how much time can people take for this retreat? We were pretty rushed last time between the activity and the talk. What do you
And
think?
don't do it so late. You gotta
Okay,
bring it up forward to the front of the day and end no later than 5 or 6. If you start too
agree.
late, we're already tired.
yeah, I like that. Okay, and by 5 or 6. So what time do you want to start?
Maybe 12 or 1 or something like that, or
Okay,
yeah.
so kicking off with like
Maybe we
lunch.
can start with the cooking.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
so
and then
social.
eat and then whatever else.
I love that.
That's a great idea. I love that.
And all of you will go home with a new recipe.
That's awesome.
Okay, done. Now we just have to see if they have a working kitchen, which I don't think they do, but if they don't, we will find another place.
Yeah.
I'd open up my house.
Does Pierce College have anything
Yeah.
like that, Emily?
Yeah,
We don't need a fancy kitchen. We just need a kitchen.
Oh, I can check out. I can look at we have an international education building on our Fort Silicon campus. And there's a conference room in there and there might be a full kitchen. I'll take a look. But that would be a good option.
the only reason why I would need a kitchen is to get the water and stuff. Because we
Mhm.
bring our own little stoves and we can cook right on the table.
So all you need is water?
What about?
All
the
we need is
pavilion?
water.
Oh, Lakewold has water.
Okay, well, that's good enough.
Or the pavilion.
Yeah, or we could do the pavilion at Fort Silicon Park.
Because we would have to make sure that you could use those cooking things in their kitchen at Lakewold if that was a.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
think
we
that would
could
be
do
nice.
this. Would you all consider the pavilion at Fort Silicon Park as a kitchen?
But do we have a meeting room over there?
Yeah, well, the whole room itself is a meeting room. It's beautiful.
Oh.
You've seen it, Lua, for the International Festival.
You're talking about the stage area?
Yeah, inside.
Oh, inside. I haven't been in the inside.
If we do Monday, though, it would be probably a conflict with SUNY. If the Arts Commission, the Seeker Center has SUNY.
Let's check and see if they have it that day. Can everyone else make it noon to 5-ish on the commission? I mean, you work and
What day are we talking about?
November, well, we're looking at November 4th. We can always do Lakewold.
Oh, nice, November 4th. Okay.
Yeah, pre-holiday.
I better put that down.
Okay, and if anyone has any fun activity ideas, like the bringing a piece of artwork from home, just email me. Make it super fun. All right.
Bringing an art piece that each person has created on their own would be fun.
Created.
Oh. I'd have to go back quite far.
No, you've got plenty of time to start now.
But I could. That's fun.
No, there's yoga, SUNY.
Oh, yoga. Lonnie, yoga. We'll have to stick with Lakewold.
Yeah,
That's fine.
hopefully they're available, or
Okay,
if not, we'll have to
I
switch
want to
the
be
date.
mindful of the time. It's almost 6. What a fun meeting, you guys. I didn't know it'd go this direction. Here I was worried about a retreat. Now we've got the funnest retreat ever. Except Phil won't be there.
No, that's okay though. I'll be
Okay.
there in spirit.
You're missing out on the good food.
I'll be eating in Europe.
Well, that'll be good food too.
Yeah.
We're gonna have good food at the art reception, right, Sally?
That's right, for sure.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right, Emily, do you want to call the meeting, adjourn the meeting?
All right.
Oh. One more thing.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry.
Oh,
We gotta share one more thing. Hang on just.
this is great. This is a quick little synopsis of the fabulous fiesta. It's like a 2-second video. Just hang tight. Want to celebrate the great event. Thank you, Nikki.
That was great.
Nice. That's awesome. Very cool.
Super
All
big
right.
success.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And I think we are adjourned. We'll
Thank
see.
you.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
we'll see you all next week.
See you Monday.
Yep.
See you this Monday.
All right, take care.
Tomorrow, Adriana, farmer's market tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
Two
farmer's
to
market.
7.